ESPN. Wow, right into a submission attempt.
Yeah, so she's got to be careful.
Guillotine here.
That's
a team alpha male.
Is he out?
Right there.
No. Oh, he's got it. No,
He's
tight.
cranking on it. There's the tap. That'll do it.
That's tight.
Mike Malott inside of a minute.
Crazy.
Well, I mean, first of all, I think I have to start this interview with just saying congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
48 hours to 72 hours removed from you getting a UFC contract. How are you feeling right now after that big win?
I feel great. It was a dream come true. You know, it sounds cliche, but this is something I've been working toward since I was like 13 years old. You know, since 2005, I think I've been training very seriously since 2009. So kind of took a long road to get here, but it was all worth it on Tuesday.
Yeah, I bet. Now, you mentioned going back into your history, though. You are a Burlington native, which is really the reason why we're talking to you here. How does a Burlington kid find themselves into a cage and now into an octagon, into the world of MMA?
Long story. I just saw it on TV when I was maybe 12, 13 years old. And I remember thinking immediately, I'm going to do that for a living. I remember the first two fights I ever saw. And I remember thinking, that's for me. That's what I want to do. And it just spoke to me right away. And I've just been trying to find the best ways to get to this step, you know, like finding a local martial arts gym in Waterdown where I grew up, and then, you know, moving to bigger gyms in Hamilton, Stony Creek, and Halifax where I went out to school. And then when I kind of got to the top of those gyms, I was like, you know what, I need to find a place where I can really grow and learn from the best coaches and training partners in the world. So I moved down to California to Team Alpha Male to train down there. Guys I work out with that fight in the UFC. So it wasn't like a big lofty goal anymore. You know, it wasn't like some big far off dream where it's like, oh, maybe one day through rose colored glasses, you know, I'll be in the UFC. It's like, no, all my friends are in the UFC. I coach a bunch of guys in the UFC. It's the next logical step. And it really just felt like that was what was going to happen next.
Now, all of that work that you just talked about, and then you get into this particular fight for the UFC contract, and it's done in 39 seconds. Was it anticlimactic for you at all because it was done so quick?
It definitely wasn't anticlimactic, but it was a little bit weird. I was excited as soon as I got the submission. I jumped up and kind of grabbed my head. It kept coming in waves. You know, I was like, it blew my mind that it was over. I'm like, yes, I won. And then I walked around and I you know, pointed at my teammates, my coaches, pointed at my sister and my dad were there. And then I walked over to my corner to my coaches, and it really then kind of started sinking in. I'm like, oh no, it's over. Like, it wasn't just a good moment. Like, oh, cool, I caught him. We're going to stand up, start again, slap hands, go one more time, like until I just end up getting beat up or whatever. You know, it's like, no, it's done. It's over. That's the fight. You know, I think I'm in the UFC. That's what was going through my mind at the time. You know, I was thinking I was likely going to get that contract. So that's pretty special.
So I want to bring this back to Burlington locally, the Malott family. Your brother has also had tremendous success. I mean, a guy who just scored a goal for the Winnipeg Jets of the NHL. Are your parents like super athletes as well? Or what did they feed you guys as kids?
My parents were pretty athletic, but I think more so than that, they're just both super hard workers. And I think we kind of picked that up from them. Like, you know, my dad's, both my parents are hard workers. My mom in healthcare, midwifery, my dad in business and construction and engineering. And they just kind of set really good examples for us as kids and pushed us. Like, they were, you know, expected a lot from us, but in a good, healthy way, not in anything crazy. So I think it was more the example they set than anything.
Well, I mean, they set the example and your hard work has paid off. So congratulations and best of luck going down the road and hopping back into the octagon for the UFC.
Thank you very much.